Okay, greetings. Morning. It is the 5th of January, and this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Had a chest cold a little bit here late morning, but I thought I would show you this because I came out and checked it out this morning. I thought it was pretty cool. This is my little sow area, and right now I have 3 sows. That's all I have right now. And the boar is over there. So let me turn this around and show you. I keep the boar in with the sows, sort of like the sounder method. So he's in here all the time. So as soon as they open up, he breeds them again. And then this is the rye that I planted last fall. And I planted it last fall figuring that early in the season, early in the spring, it would get a little bit of water, and as soon as it got some sun, it would just take off. Sure enough, it did. I've done this before. So there's a lot of nutrient that's on this soil because of, the pigs manuring. I kept them off of it. There was a strand of polywire up here that kept them off. And about 10 days prior, I let them in on it. And it was before the rye had headed out. So if you look at it now, it's headed out. And so the rye, oh boy. And it's up to my collarbone. That's how high it is, and I'm 6'4", so it's up there. And you can see that they can actually get lost in here. So that's exactly what's going on here. So there's 2 of them in here right now. One's closer than the other. This blonde one here in front, she's not very close. But that's Kamala right there, and she's getting ready to go any day. And our other girl, she picked this hut right in front, and she went. She's got some nice looking kids. Like they're doing really well. This is Gretchen. Gretchen and Kamala. But you can see she made herself a nest out of the rye, and they have been eating it. So they've started around the outside, and they're eating their way in. And I'm getting more and more convinced that this process where we plant for them and then we allow them to self-harvest it, it recycles the nutrient and makes for a healthier mother pig. And then when she eats off of it, it's transferred into the babies via her milk. So then you have this like purer cycle where you have the sunlight and the rain and the nutritional value of the soil all culminates in her milk. And when she transfers that to her babies, then we have nice big fat healthy breedable animals as well. So it seems like it's working out pretty good. Once in a while we have problems, and I think it's always tied to nutrition. But then in the springtime we'll have a farrowing like this. Even though the baby count is low, I'm really okay with that. Because it doesn't happen all the time, so I know it's not a systemic problem. Last time she farrowed, she had over 10, I believe. And same with Kamala. Now, why they wouldn't now, I'm not exactly sure. It's just that when her egg production was going, it was in the winter time. So that was 3 months ago. So who knows? It all works itself out, but this seems to be working out really nice. And I'll show you what it looks like from here. You can see there's tonnage. It's just a lot of tonnage of rye. And shortly here, the stalks will be bending over and they'll be able to get at the seed heads on top. And when they figure that out, they'll just go through and they'll chow it down. And anytime now, what I'll do is I'll put that polywire back up, and then I'll get over on this side and I'll till this up and get this planted. And I will plant this with something different. I think it's still early enough that I could put field peas in and get a good stand. And then move them back over on this. But either way, we're going to still have a lot of forage in here for them. So I am feeding them right now. You can see, put in a bucket load of bread yesterday. They ate some of it, but that's about it. Because they're just so, they're in the land of food. So they are really not hurting for anything to eat. When they're like this, they're just content. They just lay around, bothers me, because then I don't think that she's feeding as much as she should. But these babies now are about 4 days old, so I can tell that they've been eating. And right about 4 days is when the boar starts getting interested in the sow again. And he's showing some interest right now. But you can see he doesn't really care about the babies. He'll sniff them, but that's about it. Not quite interested in him yet. I gotta keep my distance from him. He swung his head around and tried to put a tooth on Joe. He's never done it to me, but I don't want to give him the chance. We don't need to be that friendly. All right, it's a nice calm day here. I still have some things I gotta do. I thought it would be fun for you to see that the way it is. And yeah, today's my day to milk, and I'm here alone right now, so I get a chance to do some things and nobody bugs me. All right, carry on.